So it is Friday night. I may or may not keep this up, so just in case I do, I'm just gonna do a little intro. So I am actually on like a journey of repairing my credit and budgeting. Okay, there's a lot of things that I actually have goals for, so I need to make sure that I actually have the credit and the funds to make sure that I can fully do what it is that I am wanting to do. Right. So as you guys know, I'm an accountant, but I just feel like with me being an accountant for a local bank that I should be more financially responsible. So I'm just making sure like in this season of life that doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I actually went on Canva and I made me some trackers or whatever. So I made me some expense trackers so that I can track my expenses. I also made me a paycheck tracker so that I can track all my paychecks, track what's coming in, and definitely about what's going out. Okay. So y'all, right before we had went on our cruise, which was back in like May, I went like buy now, pay now crazy. Okay, so I was like getting my clothes, my cute little sandals, my accessories. I was just getting everything on like buy now, pay laters, and now I'm to the position to where I'm having to pay all this stuff back. So that's the reason why I made the trackers, right? So I'm actually filling out a buy now, pay later tracker. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling this out. Actually, I have a few of them already filled out. But because I just went live and nobody's on here just right now, I am going to just show you guys so far like where I'm at. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know how many I have left. When I tell you I went buy now, pay later crazy, and they're not like significantly large balances. It's balances that was like $30 here, $40 here. But when you are making those purchases, you're not really just thinking about the aspect of pay later because this stuff adds up, right? So that's where I'm at right now. Well, I do have a couple of them that's kind of large or whatever, but that's okay. It is what it is. Because if it's for like my plane ticket, I had got one for my hotel. I actually paid that one off already, but it is what it is. You make the debt, you just gotta pay it off, right? So anyway, so I have one that I'm actually working on now, and I have all the information in my phone, so I'm just going to pull it up on my phone and key it into my tracker. Let me see what was the last one. The last one that I did was for Expedia. And that was for my plane ticket. We went to Mexico, y'all. Okay, we went to Mexico. We had such a great time. So we actually went to visit, what is it? Encanada, is that how you pronounce that? Shame on me. I'm going places, can't even pronounce it. And the other one was, where did we go? Cabo. Hello, hey Ella. Yeah, so we had a really good time, y'all. We really enjoyed ourselves. And actually, so I work from home, and today my husband had surprised me with another cruise. So he was like, hey, Carnival has this deal going on. Do you want to go on this cruise? Yes, I want to go on this cruise. So, yeah, we go on the cruise or whatever. And that's in October. So I actually sent an email to my boss, and I was like, hey, is it okay if I take this PTO hours off? Is it okay? Okay? Because, nobody was on the calendar, and I feel like it'll be okay because typically if you send an email in, they'll go ahead and just approve it or whatever. So I did send my email to get my PTO approved. Thank you. So yeah, so put my PTO in to do that or whatever. Let me see where we're going. Hold on, y'all. I got so excited. Like, I'm the kind of person, surprise me, okay? I don't even care, well, I care, but like my hubby, he's awesome. But I was actually supposed to be creating a video on my budget, but I don't know. I just started doing other things. Not other things as in getting distracted, but other things as in I created me some stickers. Let me show you. Well, actually no, I didn't do the stickers just yet. I actually couldn't get the paper to work, so I actually bought this paper. It's by Joybird sticker paper. I got it off of Amazon. So I was actually about to print off the stickers, but I don't know. It kept jamming up in my printer. This is not like one of those Cricut machines or anything. That's just a regular HP printer. So I don't know. But I had Canva. Well, not Canva. I had ChatGPT to create some coloring sheets of me. I think they're so cute. So I uploaded some pictures, and these are actually pictures that I took when I had been to Cabo. So this is me on the cruise. I was on our balcony, and these are some older pictures. Now I asked for it to create cartoon pictures, so it don't look exactly like me or whatever. But I mean, they got the braids right, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, and then this is me when I'm at work. Because I work hybrid. I work in the office and I work at home. So I took a picture of myself, and of course, you know, ChatGPT, they're going to change the background. So I changed the background or whatever and made it into what it wanted. And then it just made this one right here up. But I like it because I'm putting all this in my budget binder. So I just wanted like some coloring sheets to put in there. So whenever I'm like budgeting or whatever, I'll have like some things to do while I'm doing it. Like, okay. ChatGPT knew what I wanted, okay? It knew what I wanted. So I made me some coloring sheets, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try to get this printed over. This is an HP DeskJet 2752. So it's not really made to print stickers or anything like that, but I guess you can kind of tweak anything and make it work, right? So I'm gonna see if I can get that to work or whatever, but right now we are focusing on budgeting or whatever. And I am keying in all of my buy now pay laters. Do anybody else do that? Like, get the buy now pay laters? Like, you will have the money or whatever. Like, even if you don't, but you will have the money and you'll still, like, get a farm and stuff like that. I'm guilty. But I'm really working on it. I'm really trying to be more disciplined in life. So, it is what it is, okay? I made the debt. I just gotta pay it off. So, my last one, like I mentioned, was Expedia. Let me see what's next. Oh, okay, so I have 3 of them. Okay, so I did this one. I have 3 of them with Amazon. So I've already listed 1 with Amazon, and now I have 2 more. I have to put y'all on my business. I won't put y'all on my business. So this one here, I have remaining $126.04. They set me on a payment schedule of 12 payments. Let me go to my details. And I pay $12.65 every month. So what I'm going to do on my buy now, pay later tracker, hold on, let me grab this. See it better with this one? Yeah. Okay, so as you can see here, I have Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, Cash App, and I have cute little check boxes beside it so I can check it off. And the shop is just wherever I make the purchase with, the date that it was purchased, the beginning balance, the item, and then you have your payment schedule, you have your due dates, your amount, and the remaining balance. And then down here, I thought it would be cool to put like a paid in full like little checkbox, so that way whenever I got done making my payments, I can check it off and I can write the date of when I actually completed it. I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a reward system that I'm doing for myself or whatever, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to take a minute to go ahead and fill this out, and then I'm going to save, I think, 2 of them, so that whenever I create my video for YouTube, I can have 2 of them that I'm actually going to fill out, and then I'll just do these right here live. And then one thing I was thinking about too, the amounts that I'm actually due to pay back every month is so low that I'm actually doing the, I guess it's called like the avalanche method, to where when you pay one thing off, you took the monies that you were paying to that debt and you apply to your next one. So I may pay more than the $12.65 that's actually due per month. just so I can pay it off faster. You know what I mean? I mean, because you know I'm going on a cruise in October, so y'all, I gotta pay this stuff off. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out. So this is from Amazon. So this is on, which app is this? Okay, so this is a firm. So I'm gonna check the box for a firm. The date that I purchased this one. Let me go into my details. Say process May 12. Let me see. I be wanting to go to the long terms. Okay, so this one right here says. Okay, I guess it was May 12. Okay, well let's go with that. They purchased 226, and this is Amazon. Let's see what this beginning balance was. Yeah, my interest on here is 34.59. That's crazy. So my purchase price was $126.83, and then with the interest, it is $24.51. So the total amount of payments that I will be making towards this is $151.34. Interest is crazy. All right, so let's write that down. $151.34. Let's go back. So now we're going to write down my payment dates. With my first payment was May 22nd, 26, and I paid $12.65. That's my husband's birthday, May 22nd. All right, so let's go ahead and put all these dates down. June 3rd. Oh no, it skipped June. That's actually July. That's one thing about pens. I love using pens, but I be having to use my whiteout. I don't like scratching out with pens. I don't like all that. And then I have whiteout tape. Y'all, why it twist up on me? Look at that. Can you see that? It twisted up in here. I can't even use my correction tape. So I have to find the old school correction fluid. Let that dry. 65. Is it 5/22, July 3rd? Why did it do that? It went from May 22nd to July 3rd, and then August 12th. 6. Hey, is this too loud? Can y'all hear me over this? I don't know if that's too loud or not. I can't even see the comments. How you turn the comments on? Why you even have comments? Let's see. How do you view? Oh, I have comments. Hey, y'all. Okay. See, 9/12. 10/12. I bet y'all. So I'm actually using my iPad to do this. So I actually didn't know that I had comments on there, so I do apologize. But hey, everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day so far. 11/12. 12/12. Oh, that's crazy, y'all. So it says on here that I'm actually not even going to be done paying with this until May 12th of 2027. That is so crazy. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a snowball and pay this off a little bit earlier because I don't want to be paying this well into 2027. I mean, if I do, I mean, it is what it is, but I don't want to. But that's one thing that I'm trying to do is to pay off my debts. Let me turn this down a little bit. Yeah, to pay off my debt or whatever. Because me and my husband, we are trying to purchase a new home. And we have to make sure that we have the funds readily available. We have to make sure that we have enough in our savings account. Oh, and then Tara, she was telling me about emergency funds and stuff like that. I'm not actually like where I can actually set up an emergency fund so far, but that is in the making. Okay, so we will be setting up an emergency fund as well too. All right, so 151, 34. Okay. Alright, so I just got this one right here filled out. This one's done. Okay, so as you can see, I have all of my due dates on here, and then I have all the amounts for my buy now pay letters. And then so far on this one, for this Amazon payment, buy now pay later with the firm, I've only made 2 payments. So the beginning balance was $151.34. I made a payment on May 22nd. It took it down to $138.69. And then I made another payment on July 3rd, and that took it down to $126.04. So my next payment on this one will be on 8/12. And I actually will probably make a payment before then. Let me check my calendar. Because I get paid bi-weekly in the month. So I try to schedule everything that's closer to the month on my first, on my last payday of the month check. So let's see, I get paid on the 31st. You see, that's August the 12th. Yeah, see, my next paycheck won't even be until the 14th. So I won't be able to pay that on the 12th because I will be late. So I'll probably make that payment on the 31st. So whenever I go in to budget my July 31st paycheck, I will actually budget this one in right here to pay $12.65 for this Amazon purchase. So in case you guys missed it, at the very bottom, I do have a paid in full check. So that way, whenever I get done with this, I can go ahead and check it off as paid in full. That's kind of like the good things about like budgeting or whatever, is because you get to see everything like laid out in front of you, and then too, like just seeing what you have out there. Cause y'all, at one point, I'm not even gonna hold you, I was paying $700. And actually, when I think about it, okay, so I paid $692 on my last paycheck. So I know for a fact that I paid off like 4 of them. So imagine that. So the paychecks before that, I probably was paying $750, $800 on buy now pay laters. And the crazy part is that like when I was getting those buy now pay laters, I hate the money. I didn't want to spend it. I didn't want to spend my money. I did not want to spend my money. And that's crazy because like I feel like, well, nowadays I feel like if I have it and if it's something that I just need, then I'll go ahead and just use my money or whatever and not get all of these buy now pay letters, because we're quick to sign up for these arrangements or whatever, and then when it's time to pay for it, we be looking crazy because it eats up our check. Yeah, it's been eating up my checks. Can't have that. Okay, so I think I have another long one to do. Let's see, hold on. Why does this little comment thing keep going off? Hold on, y'all. Every time I go off, I have to figure out how to put it back on. How do you do this? Rest Oxford. Hey, Rest. Hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all, I'm on here budgeting, okay? I am on here budgeting because my husband is about to take me out on a trip, which he just planned on today. We're gonna go on another Carnival cruise. We just went on a cruise at the end of May to the first week of June, and now we're going to go on another cruise in October. So I am trying to budget and pay off a lot of the debt that I had accumulated over the last few months. And then also, with that being said, we are trying to save up because we are in the process of trying to purchase a new home. So we're trying to save up on that so that we can make small renovations on our current house, and then to also save up for our down payments and anything else that we may need necessary to purchase the house. So that's what we're doing. And then tonight, I'm by myself or whatever, so I didn't see no reason to waste this good quality time, because normally when my husband's on, we be watching movies and stuff like that. So I figured since I'm by myself or whatever, that I'll go ahead and try to, or not try, but go ahead and budget my stuff. Okay, so I have one more with Affirm. And I have $108.26 left to pay on this. And this is also an Amazon purchase. Okay, so this one was purchased on July 14th, 7/14/26. And this is an Affirm. It's with Amazon. And the beginning balance, let me go to the details. Oh, this is that new one. Okay, so this is actually the one that I had made a purchase for because I had bought some office supplies. So I bought some really nice stuff. Okay, so I'm an Amazon lover. I love purchasing things on Amazon. But I bought these really cute binder dividers. Aren't they cute? Like, it goes with like my whole aesthetic. So I got this really cute binder dividers, and then I got this cute calculator. I love it. And what else did I get? I don't know, I just got a whole bunch of other stuff. It's over on my other desk over here. So I have a personal desk I have in my home. This is my home office. And then I have over on this side my workstation where I work hybrid. So I work from home, and I also have an office in a different location. So over there I got some more office supplies that I made purchases on. So in total of all of that, it was $108.26. And on the item, I'm just going to put office supplies. Okay. Now let's go ahead and write the due dates for this. Okay. And this one is a new one, so I actually haven't made any payments on this just yet. So the first due date is August the 14th. What is it my next paycheck was? Okay, so my next paycheck is on the 31st, but that's due on the 14th. Okay, so I actually get paid on the 14th, so that's like right on time, so that's fine. So 8/14/26. And this one goes all the way down to January 14th, 2027. So I'm just going to write all of these dates down. Oh, I can't stand when I do that. I love when I do that. Hold on. I'm laughing whoever came out with correction fluid and correction tape, because pen lovers like me, we like pens, but we be making all these mistakes and stuff. Okay, 9/14, 10, 11/14, 12/14, and then 1/14. Oh man, I actually could have put that on a smaller one. Okay, not to waste paper or to be wasteful, but I'm not going to use this whole sheet for this. I'm actually going to. So I have the long form for the arrangements that has 1 through 20 payments 1 through payments on the schedule. And then I'll also have one that has 1 through 6 payments. Can you see that? Yeah. So I actually want to put that on this one because I can actually fit 2 of them on here. So I'm going to go ahead and check everything back off. This is Affirm. The shop is Amazon. The date was purchased. It was on 7/14/26. This is for office supplies. The beginning balance is 108.26. And then the due date, it starts with 8/14. Oh, that's good. That way I can go ahead and correct that error. 10/14/26. Yeah, this is better. And someone else said this is better. I messed up. Why? Why? What am I thinking about? Like, I don't like all that scribbling, y'all. Yeah, I don't like all that scribbling. I know one thing though. I'm gonna have to go to Staples or somewhere tomorrow to get another one of these things because I really don't like correction fluid either. But that's what I have, so that's what I have to use. Alright, so let's put the payments in. Alright, so this payment arrangement is set for $18.04 every month. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the $18.04 on all of the fields but the very last one because the last payment is going to be $18.06. Alright. Okay. And this is how this is looking now. I gotta fix this. I don't like all this feeling. Okay, so let's put this one in my trash can. Over there. And let's see what's left. Oh, that's right. I only had 3 of them. Okay, so that's it for that. So let's span this so we can help it dry a little bit faster. Okay, and the last payment is 114.27. Okay, so that one's done. Y'all, this is crazy. Look how many I have. I'm just gonna show y'all how many buy now pay letters I have. 1, 2. Then I got 3. And then it's 2 on here. 5. 2 on here. 7. 2 on here. 9. 2 on here. 11. Last one, 12. And then I have one more. And actually, I was going to do another video, but I actually didn't just post this one. So I guess I can go ahead and do my very last one. And for those of you guys who just joined in, I am actually filling out all of my buy now pay letters because I have goals in life that I want to reach. And at one part of this year, you guys, I went buy now pay later crazy, and I just started making a whole bunch of purchases. Like even when I hit the money, I still use the buy now pay later option. And now I'm just in this season of life to where I'm having to pay off all of that debt. So I am bringing you guys along with me on the journey because lately you guys know I've been talking about credit repair, sending off letters to my creditors, trying to get things like cleared off, trying to set up payment arrangements, and there's nothing left to do but to pay off my debt. So that's where I am right now. I'm not even ashamed to admit it or anything like that. It is what it is. I made it, so I got to pay it off. I'm trying to be more financially responsible. Okay, so I think the last one is on Afterpay. So let's try that. Okay, and it is. Okay, so this one here was actually initially purchased March 27th of this year. So this one was actually for my daughter's graduation memorabilia. It's for her cap and gown, her senior mug, her senior jogging pants, things of that nature. So Jostens is a company that actually sold their products. So they had a payment arrangement available through Afterpay. So at that particular time, I didn't have all that money to pay them. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I didn't. So I accepted their Afterpay option, in which my total balance, let me pull it up, was $326.10, and right now I have $259.46 remaining, which would be a total of 8 payments. So let me go ahead and pull up all this information. Okay, so right now I pay $32.60 per month on the 27th of every month, and they are charging me a total of $63.76 for interest. That's the only thing about these Afterpays. You gotta pay this interest. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill in all the information. Like I mentioned, this one is through Afterpay. The shop listing is going to be Jostens. And the item is daughter's graduation. The date purchase was March 27th, 26, and the beginning balance is $326.10. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and write down all the due dates on here. And it started off on April 27th, 26th. And it looks like my last payment is not going to be until March 27th of 27. So I'm going to write all my dates down first. So 4/27, 5/27. Alright, so I got all my due dates down, which is between 4/27/26 all the way through 3/27/27. And all of the amounts are going to be the same except for the very last one. So all the amounts are going to be $32.60. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all of that in. And one thing too that I really wanted to like tie in to this season in life, since I am budgeting and trying to do more with my self-care, I'm also on a diet like, not like a really like, you know, let me make sure I write this down for them. Not like on a really big restriction diet or anything like that, but I'm just trying to make sure that I am eating healthier, I am working out more, I am consuming more water, I'm reading the Bible more. Well, I haven't started yet, but tonight I promised myself that I was going to read the Bible. And I actually want to do this before bed every day. I just want to fill my spirit up, and it actually hit my spirit to read the Book of Esther and then to move on to Ruth. But I think I want to spend like the entire month of August in the Book of Esther. Like, I don't know, I just feel like with Esther, since she had to go through a whole season of like, I'm just going to sum it up and say like self-care, because she went through a lot. Esther went through a lot. And I just want to work on myself in that area to where, not so much as like, because you know, she was trying to like be the queen to the king. So I'm not trying to like work myself up for my husband or anything like that. Like I'm not saying that I'm not, but I'm just saying, more so for myself. I just really want to work on myself and make improvements in my personal life as well as in my professional life and stuff. And on a previous video, I shared how I actually had postponed my digital marketing business, and it's only because I just felt like I was like draining myself dry, not only like physically because I was working all the time, but mentally and emotionally, and eventually it became financially too because I began just making all of these purchases to all of these subscriptions and things like that because I had different products and services that I needed to like build my business. And I was like, I need to, like, if I'm not using some of the services, that I felt like it was right for me to go ahead and cancel it. Like I was hanging on to some of the services and subscriptions in the case of, you know what I mean? You know how you be like, you know what, I'm gonna hold on to this because I might use it later. So I was making payments to subscriptions and stuff because I was like, maybe I'm gonna use it a little bit later. But later never came. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and not so much as like quit my business, but I'm going to postpone it. So I've been like postponing it. I'm just, I want to get my credit together. I want to build a nest, like a nest egg. I want to build like my savings accounts up. I want to pay off my debt and stuff. So I just feel like when you are building a business, that you should focus on your personal and your finances like first and foremost before you try to like build any business or anything like that. And of course, me actually building the business was actually kind of accidental because I was actually making products and services for myself, and other people just began to ask for it. So that's how I actually ended up, creating the business, is because I was trying to fulfill a need. But in reality, I actually really was not ready. So who's to say when you are ready? You know what I mean? Because when God tells you to go, you go. But at the same time, when God tells you to slow down and rest, you slow down and you rest. So I'm now in that resting season. I'm now in that self-care season. I'm now in that season where God is telling me, hey, fix up your credit. Hey, fix up your finances. Save your money. Stop spending so much of your money. I have goals. I have things that I want to do. I have things that God is putting in alignment with me that I have to do. So it's like, I just got to clean me up. I got to clean it up all the way. So that's where I'm at with that. Let me keep some of this in real quick. It's been my extra season. That's crazy, right? 293, 50 minus 32, 60. That. Okay, hold on. Why did it add it up? Oh, okay. I know what I did wrong. More correction tape. I know what I did wrong. I forgot to add the interest in there. I put the purchase price. See, I was running my mouth. I was telling all the interest, and then I still wrote down the purchase price. So now I gotta write all this out. And I slipped on and used a whole other sheet. Who else do that? Like, don't like scratching out. Like, am I the only one? I don't like scratching. I consider myself a pretty neat person. actually want to get a ruler so I can make sure that it's lined up straight whenever I use that correction fluid. Okay, let's put the right amount on there. So with interest, because I wrote down it was $326.10, but with interest it is $389.86, and that's why the totals wasn't adding up. Oh, it wasn't dry. Alright, 389.86. Now we're on there. Alright. Let's see if it's gonna add up now. 389.86 minus 32.60. Like that in here. Okay. Before I put it on there, I'll make sure. Minus 32.60. 24. Oh, okay. I know what's happening. I know what's happening, y'all. I'm trying to figure out, like, why is this not balancing? Okay, so when I initiated the payment arrangement, I actually made a payment. I'm trying to figure out, I'm missing something. We made a payment when I first did it. And that's why it's showing up incorrectly. feel the ashy. Okay, y'all, so I have successfully documented all of my buy now, pay laters, and I just can't wait for these sheets to like dwindle down one by one as I pay them off. And I'm sharing this journey along with you guys because I know I'm not the only one that's out there that is needing to like work on my credit, who is wanting to save, who is like setting goals, and who are just wanting more out of life, right? I know I'm not the only one. So I am making this promise, this vow to myself that I will pay more attention to my finances and to be more financially responsible. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I have broke down all of my buy now, pay laters on these trackers. Let me show you one more time how they look. So this is the one that has a payment schedule between 1 and 20 payments. Can you see that there? And then this is the one that has the payment arrangement that has like 6 or less payments. So that's how that sheet is looking. I actually created this on Canva because like, I don't know if they sell these or anything like that, but I needed something to document my stuff on. So what better way to document than to create something that like checks all the boxes for yourself. You know what I mean? It has everything on here that I need. So yeah, it works. So I feel like this is a great addition to my budget binder. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to create a video with me putting the binder together. Let me move this because this is wet. I want to make sure that I don't get anything on that. Let me move this. Yeah, so I actually got this binder from Staples. I think it's really cute. And here are the other sheets that I made for my binder. Here is the payroll planner. Here's more sheets of the payroll planner. And this is for my bill pay items. So I did have some items that I was paying on my online banking, and I was using this. Well, I was going to use that for it, but I think I was going to put all of that on my expense tracker. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to see. And I also may need a payment confirmation log, so that way whenever I make all my payments, I can write down the date, the company, the amount, the payment method, the confirmation number or the reference number, and any notes that I may have. And then this is my debt paid off list, so that I can jot down all the debts that I have paid off. It's like a reward system, so that I can kind of see it. And here is my buy now pay later sheet that I'll write down everything on. I actually have one that's already filled out. I don't know where I put that. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here. That's an extra. Okay, here is my payroll planner already filled out. So this month I'm actually going to be receiving 3 paychecks. So I got one on July 3rd, one on July 17th, and then I will get another one at the very end of the month. And then here is my buy now, pay later tracker, the one that's actually filled out. So it has all of my buy now, pay laters on there, so that I can keep track of everything that I have. And then I'm marking them off as I go. Okay, it's so exciting. And then here is my expense tracker. So this is the one for the July 17th paycheck. And this is the one for the July 3rd paycheck. So I actually got to go and get my hole puncher and punch some holes in here so I can put in my binder. So I'm thinking about doing all of that tomorrow. And then here is my subscription tracker. And this is where I just list all of my subscriptions on. It has the company, the monthly amount, the due date, renewal date, cancellation date, and then it has a checklist that says, do I use it? It has keep and it has cancel. So that way you can put your cancellation dates and stuff like that up on there once you get done using your subscription. And then here are my cute binder dividers that I got from Amazon. These are so cute. And on a different video, I did mention that I am an Amazon affiliate. is it affiliate or influencer? I have to go look at it. I forgot which one it was. I'm either the affiliate or the influencer. But I'm going to go and look and see exactly which one it is. But I'm going to start linking all the products and services that I purchased from Amazon. Just in case you guys are interested, you can go ahead and link it. You can get it. But in my binder, I have all of my bills and things up in here, just so I can stay organized. And my goal is to actually only keep 3 months at a time per debt, so that way my binder doesn't get like congested or whatever with a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then I'm gonna put like all the old stuff in my old binder, and then I'm working on a scanning system to where I can actually scan it in to the system. But I also don't want to like congest my computer up too. So I'll have to get me like some SD, the little USB memory card chip things. You know what I'm talking about. Get some of those so that way I won't congest up my computer storage for all that stuff or whatever. We have that issue at work, so I don't want that issue on my computer. Well, we used to before we went digital. But anyway, guys, so that is going to be it for tonight. This video is actually very impromptu. Like this live, I really didn't plan on going live. I just decided to do it. So I appreciate each and every one of you who tuned in on my live tonight, and I guess I will see you guys on tomorrow. Alright, love you guys. Bye. Have a good night. You too, Tara! Hey, friend. Have a good night.